74, and nobody got a whiff. Are you kidding me? Tariq Woolen, perfect position. Reaching up, making a catch. Touchdown, Seahawks!
They wrote me off. I ain't right back, though.
Nobody gave these Hawks a chance.
We've been successful for a long time. Proud of that. We're also proud that we know what we're doing, and we believe in what we believe in.
Russell Wilson has been traded to the Denver Broncos.
An extraordinary opportunity for us to help our franchise.
In exchange for a massive haul, multiple first-round draft picks, additional picks later, and players.
Bottom line with Seattle is you don't have that guy now. So can you compete? How long will it take to find the next Russell Wilson?
In a quarterback-driven league, I'm just not sure the Seahawks are going to be talking playoffs this year.
Do you feel like other teams are underestimating you guys?
Absolutely, everybody is. And I like it because being in the underdog is the best thing. You ain't got nothing to lose. So for everybody who doubting, everybody who throwing us away, I feel sad for you when we go out there. It's wartime.
The Seahawks and the Broncos both have changed quarterbacks. One went just across the field and into the visitors' locker room.
Geno Smith getting his first opening day start in 8 years.
For the 47th time, the Seattle Seahawks will open a season here in the NFL. And DK used all 6'5" of that body. Geno sidesteps it. Geno keeps moving. Geno throws. Wide open Dinsley. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Seahawks! An absolutely perfect pass. 12s are waving their towels. Boy, is it loud in here. The ball is out again! That defense stood strong when they had to. Your final score, Seattle 17, the Broncos 16.
That's the problem. I ain't right back. Let's go.
Sometimes you got to be able to keep your sanity and try to get away from everything as much as you can. But the way that people have talked about us, we honestly have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Seahawks play the first of 2 straight games on the road next as they square off against the Detroit Lions. There's no quit in this Lions team, that's for sure.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, okay. All right, Tariq Woolen, cornerback, Seahawks. It's just like a, ironic kind of thing because people are like, oh, this guy couldn't catch, or, media outlets, they're like, oh, his hands are small because I got small hands for a tall person. So, I just took all that and I just kept it up here.
It's Woolen! Tariq Woolen! Down to the 20, the 10, cuts back inside. The interception return for the touchdown. Here's a handoff to Penny. There he goes, the 30, the 20, he's gonna score 10, 5, touchdown, Seahawks! What a play call! Here comes the blitz. The throw to DK Metcalf, he breaks a tackle, 25, 20, down the sideline, stiff arm. You're not gonna single cover him. Seattle 48, Detroit 45.
It was good to have some young energy, guys that they haven't been here before, so everything is brand new for them. So you got an opportunity to teach them and kind of mold them how you want to.
First quarter of the season is over. Seahawks have a 2-3 record. The new bell cow for the Seahawks offense is going to be Ken Walker III. The Seahawks got a lot done last week against the Cardinals, and Woolen reaches up and he makes another interception. They learned a lot about themselves, about their defense. Now they have to do it again.
So when you're able to have multiple games with 100+ rushing yards, it's gratifying for me just because we have to kind of work together off of it.
In that rookie class, they didn't miss. Every single one of those guys are studs. They're contributing. Obviously, it's just week 6. We still got a long ways to go, but to be in first place right now is extremely good.
It is a great day for football here as the Seahawks come a-calling on the LA Chargers. And Nwosu playing against his former team for the first time. 4-man rush, has time, gonna lay it up over the top. That's Goodwin in the back of the end zone. He has got it, touchdown, Seahawks. A beautiful route run by Marquise Goodwin. They toss it to Ken Walker III. He gets fired out of a Gatling gun and he is gone. Walker gets the handoff, starts left, goes up the middle, 5. Down to the goal line, is he in? He is, touchdown!
Kenneth Walker is very quickly developing into one of the better running backs in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. And this one you could probably see coming if you watched him at all, coming out of Michigan State, because the creativity that he runs with is truly special.
It will be a full house, as always, for a Sunday Seahawks home game as they welcome in the New York Giants. A couple of teams that I'm sure not a lot of folks believe were going to be in this position at this point in the season. The Giants at 6-1, atop their division. The Seahawks at 4-3, atop the NFC West. Is the Seahawks defense, is that turnaround for real?
It's all collective, man. We just got to put it all together.
We're going to throw again.
We got explosive players all over the place. Guys are making plays. The offensive line is giving us time to hit those plays and opening up holes in the run game. So we can be a big play offense if we continue what we're doing.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Walker must have broken 3 tackles. His 5th career touchdown.
It's Pete Carroll football.
The Seahawks rookies have played just a shade under 2,000 snaps already this season. That is far and away the most in the National Football League. They're starring on this football team.
Just always being overlooked. I feel like I've always been overlooked, even throughout the draft process. That's always been, kind of my motivation, my drive to, not just prove people wrong, but just to prove it to myself, most importantly. Just to have this opportunity to be able to be a rookie and contribute the way that I have. Just not just me, but Tariq as well, and all the other guys coming in together, still playing, doing well, like I said, contributing as much as we can. It's definitely been a blessing. That's the mindset that you want to have coming into your rookie year. I did follow the Legion of Boom growing up. So, like I said, that was special for me just to get this opportunity to play for the Seahawks.
The sun is out, the sky is blue, and the Seahawks are ready. The Hawks, again, as we mentioned, coming in at 5-3, they have won their last 3 in a row. Inside to Walker, and then he runs into a host of Cardinals. Geno Smith, what a month October was for him. The NFC Offensive Player of the Month, a 111.7 quarterback rating, turns upfield far side, first down and then some, turns upfield across the 40, he's still running midfield to the Arizona 35-yard line. You can't knock this kid off his feet, and he scores his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have come down here once again and beaten Arizona on their home turf.
They are now 6-3, and they sit up top the NFC West. Geno, can you believe it?
This Seahawks team is firing on a lot of different cylinders. Maybe nobody saw it coming, but they're going to enjoy the ride over to Munich.
I've never been on that side of the world ever, so this is going to be epic.
I've had experience in different countries. I played in Mexico City, I played in London. For the younger guys, just embrace the moment. You don't get to these opportunities often.
One of the great stories in the league this season.
Man, I don't think anyone else believe we can do this but us. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's good for, people to not place expectations on you and to play as the underdog. And, I don't know if that'll continue, but, it's kind of good for where we are right now.
Geno, keep being Geno. In the last 6 games, a 100-plus quarterback rating. Marquise Goodwin, far side of the end zone.
The run defense has been fantastic.
Another Wildcat snap. Yes. Fournette throws the ball to Tom Brady, who fell down at the 5. Tariq Woolen picks it off from Munich. The Buccaneers 21, the Seahawks 16.
We wish we would have won, but, we enjoyed it, and it was a great atmosphere.
These guys, everybody believes in each other. They're all doing it for each other, which is what you need to win. Everybody has to be bought in together. Everybody has to be playing for the guy next to them, and it makes me want to play harder for them.
Today, the Seahawks welcome in the 3-7 Raiders. Seattle sitting at 6-4. Carr wants to throw, and he does. Across the middle, and it's intercepted. Diggs picks it off. 30, turns upfield 25-20. The handoff to Jacobs straight ahead, and he's got running room. There he goes, and he's going to take off. He's going to win this football game. This one today is just a heartbreaker. After running off 4 straight wins, have now lost 2 straight. 1 all the way over in Germany.
This year was a lot different for a lot of us because, for the last 2-3 years I've been here, the target has always kind of been on our backs. Everybody was gunning to beat us, and everybody was looking forward to playing the Seahawks.
But all of that is fuel. But you got to learn how to use it as healthy fuel. You don't want to bring bad fuel to the party.
Lock it down to the 15, cuts back inside 10, 5, touchdown!
The most simplest thing you can do is just say, hey, it's the game of football and have fun. And that's what I try to do every weekend.
Making the interception is Woolen.
Pete said it's not a rebuilding year. We just retooling, and people laughed and put it on social media.
What I love about Geno is he seems so comfortable. He is playing good football. He is seeing the field, and he understands how to use his big playmakers.
The Rams have taken a 23-20 lead with 2:56 to play in the fourth. Let's talk Seattle, a game they really need to win. How do they get this ball at least downfield to get 3, if not 7?
One thing you really want to see out of Geno, lead a last-minute drive to win a football game.
No game-winning drives for Geno Smith since December 28th, 2014.
Geno Smith out of the shotgun, takes the snap, 4-man rush, steps up, throws a crossing route, inside, it's Goodwin, makes the catch, inside the 10, knocked off his feet. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Seahawks from the 9-yard line of the Rams. 41 seconds left to play in the game. Seattle trails by 3. Going to half roll, throws back inside. Touchdown! Seahawks! Are you kidding me? It is DK Metcalf. Ramsey was all over him. DK puts those big mitts up and says, that ball is mine. And the Seahawks take the lead, 26-23. What a dart thrown by Geno Smith. What a battle here in LA.
Culture here has been great ever since I walked in the building. I think it's good, and it's starting to rub off on me, you know, being somebody who's more like introverted and starting to bring a different personality out of me that I never thought I had.
The forgotten team in the NFC West is the team that dominated for most of the past decade, which is the Seahawks.
Being in the right system, in the right situation at the right time, you can sometimes see a guy blossom, and we're seeing that this year with Geno Smith.
No, Geno Smith's making a lot of big-time throws. He is making a lot of throws into impressive windows. This is not fake, and he's doing it behind 2 rookie offensive tackles.
The Seahawks and the New York Jets kind of look across the field, and you sort of see yourself in each other. Both these teams at 7 and 8. White slides to his left side, throws, intercepted. Coming up the near side is Diggs in front of the Seahawks bench. Early in the season, we lose Penny, we lose Jamal Adams, and this team, the Seahawks, still hanging in there. Chris Carson never even made it to the starting line. He was forced to retire. Seattle now evens its record at 8 and 8. It comes down to next week.
Fact that we gave ourselves another chance to go to the playoffs.
We finish next week and we get in the playoffs, and I think it'll be a hell of a good season that people didn't expect us to have.
I want this game really badly for Geno. I want him to finish this season out, and if they make it into the playoffs, just continue to go, because he stands to really take a huge step in his career, one that he's waited for 10 years, and he's a Pro Bowler.
You know, I think sometimes, there's no moral victories. You know, you either win or you lose. But I think sometimes you just learn more things about yourself. You learn about the guys around you. You know, one thing that I do know is that this team has always stuck together. You know, I believe in myself, my abilities. And I also know that, things happen, man. I was sitting behind 3 Ironmen, with Eli, Phillip, and Russ. Those guys don't miss games. But I always knew, I had the ability to play in this league. The town, the city, the team, Coach Carroll, the organization, they all embraced me. I was a guy who probably could have been out of the league. They embraced me, and I want to repay them for that.
Don't accept, your lifetime fate as a backup quarterback. Even this guy was a high pick, a ton of ability. It didn't happen for him with the Jets. He's bounced around a little bit, but now he's getting an opportunity. Go make the most of it, man. Like this, who's to say Geno Smith can't start for the next, 6-7 years and totally change the trajectory of his career. So I always like it when you say, okay, I'm going to try and, dominate the role that you're in. Do as well as you can as the backup, but then when you get your opportunity, man, go make the most of it. Good for him.
The Seahawks have to win, and the Green Bay Packers have to lose to the Detroit Lions for the Seahawks to get into the playoffs. It's really as simple as that. Geno has some time. He's going to rear back and throw it deep for the end zone. Got a man out there, reaching out, making a catch. A perfect, and I mean perfect throw from Geno Smith. A touchdown for the Hawks, and we are going to go to overtime with a 16-16 tie. He breaks free down the far sideline. Run out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Can Myers win this one in overtime for the Seahawks? There's the snap. There's the spot. The kick is away. And the kick is good! The Seahawks win the game! And playoff chances still live for the Seahawks.
They actually did it. Geno Smith and the Hawks are in the postseason.
2 rookies in the secondary. Geno Smith was unbelievable. Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, those other wide receivers. That's a good team.
But this season is going to be our 3rd time playing them, so all I know is it's going to be hard to beat the team 3 times.
Pete Carroll and his staff, they get a second crack at them. And maybe there's something that they see that they can create a turnover or take away. They have been doing that.
The Seahawks, the 49ers, everybody. It is round number 3.
The Hawks have clinched their 4th playoff spot in the last 5 seasons, but they're playing against a Niners team 8-1 at home here in the 22 season.
The more and more that he sent, that go ball could be ready.
Geno steps. Geno throws deep down the near side. He's got Metcalf! Metcalf! Touchdown! Seahawks! But again, the Seahawks in this game till midway through the 3rd quarter when things got out of hand. San Francisco's just got too many weapons. Final score, 41-23. That will wind up the 2022-23 season for these Seahawks.
A part of me wants to say, man, we came such a long way. Overcame so many obstacles. Of course, the naysayers and whatnot, beat their expectations. But I don't think we, beat our own expectations.
This group is going to be a group to be looking out for in the next season, and everybody knows that.
So this, community, the 12s, the Seahawks organization, it's really going to be a fun time here because everybody around this organization makes it, a beautiful place to come play for.
They've gotten more snaps from rookies from the draft this year than any team in the NFL. Yeah, you're not supposed to have your cake and eat it too. You're not supposed to be a playoff team and have a number 5 pick.
And this was supposed to be a terrible year for the Seahawks, and it bodes really well for next year.
That's the beauty of it. It's just everything's happened organically, you know what I mean? And guys just kind of fit into their own spaces, and you don't even got to be a vocal leader, but you can lead by how you do things.
And they made it a season, and they made it a fun season behind a story like Geno Smith and a rookie like Ken Walker III and Tariq Woolen. And this team is only going to get better.
Where we are right now is just another statement about what our philosophy is.
And DK climbs the ladder, pulls it down.
I'm just always focused on being better. If I had a Pro Bowl season this year, then I think next year should be even better. And so I'm just trying to find out ways to be better than I was. Obviously, the accolades and all that, I'm very grateful for. But, my thought process is, how could I be better? What could I do better to make it a 2nd straight Pro Bowl and not just 1?
I was injured when I got here, and those guys took a shot on me. And Pete and John, I tell them all the time, I'm appreciative of that all the time. I love it here. I want to be here. I want to finish my career here.
And the 2022 AP Comeback Player of the Year is Geno Smith. Yeah. Go Hawks! Still ain't writing back.
You know what? August will be here before we know it.